Discover Cape Town, Africa's most beautiful city. Hello, explorers! Welcome to another informative video presented to you by The Explorer, and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall take you on a cruise ship through Cape Town to discover this Africa's most beautiful city. Cape Town is the second most popular city in South Africa after Johannesburg and also the legislative capital of South Africa. Colloquially named the Mother City, it is the largest city of the Western Cape Province and forms part of the City of Cape Town Metropolitan Municipality. The Parliament of South Africa is situated in Cape Town. The city is known for its harbour, for its natural setting in the Cape Floristic region, and for landmarks such as Table Mountains and Cape Point. Cape Town is home to 64% of the Western Cape's population. The city was named the World Design Capital for 2014 by the International Council of Societies of Industrial Design. In 2014, Cape Town was named the best place in the world to visit by both the New York Times and the Daily Telegraph. It is Africa's most beautiful city, and the reasons include its physical attributes, culture, climate, and the suburbs of Cape Town. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Background of Cape Town. Located on the shore of Table Bay, Cape Town, as the oldest area in South Africa, was developed by the United East India Company as a supply station for Dutch ships sailing to East Africa, India, and the Far East. Cape Town outgrew its original purpose as the first European outpost at the Castle of Good Hope, becoming the economic and cultural hub of the Cape Colony. Until the Witwatersrand Gold Rush and the development of Johannesburg, Cape Town was the largest city in South Africa. Prior to the mid-20th century, the Cape Town was arguably the most racially integrated city in South Africa. Formerly, multiracial suburbs of Cape Town were either purged of residents deemed unlawful by apartheid legislation or demolished. The most infamous example of this in Cape Town was District 6. After it was declared a whites-only region in 1965, all housing there was demolished, and over 60,000 residents were forcibly removed. Many of these residents were relocated to the Cape Flats. Under apartheid, the Cape was considered a colored labor preference area, to the exclusion of Bantus, that is, Africans. The implementation of this policy was widely opposed by trade unions, civil society, and opposition parties. It is notable that this policy was not advocated for by any colored person, and its implementation was a unilateral decision by the apartheid government. Cape Town was home to many leaders of the anti-apartheid movement. In one of the most famous moments marking the end of apartheid, Nelson Mandela made his first public speech since his imprisonment from the balcony of Cape Town City Hall, hours after being released on 11 February 1990. His speech heralded the beginning of a new era for the country, and the first democratic election was held 4 years later, on 27 April 1994. Nobel Square in Victoria and Alfred Waterfront features statues of South Africa's 4 Nobel Peace Prize winners, Albert Luthuli, Desmond Tutu, F.W. de Klerk and Nelson Mandela. The physical attributes of Cape Town. Physically, Cape Town is a beautiful city with many layers of touristic sites and scenic views. Table Mountain, with its near vertical cliffs and flat-top summit over 1,000 meters high, and with Devil's Peak and Lion's Head on either side, together form a dramatic mountainous backdrop, enclosing the central area of Cape Town, the so-called City Bowl. A thin strip of cloud known colloquially as the tablecloth sometimes forms on the top of the mountain. To the immediate south, the Cape Peninsula is a scenic mountainous spine, jutting 40 kilometers southwest into the Atlantic Ocean and terminating at Cape Point. There are over 70 peaks above 300 meters within Cape Town's official city limits. The Cape Town region is characterized by an extensive coastline, rugged mountain ranges, coastal plains, inland valleys, and semi-desert fringes. Some of the suburbs in Cape Town include Robben Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1999. Climate, flora and fauna of Cape Town. Cape Town has a warm Mediterranean climate with mild, moderately wet winters and dry, warm summers. Located in the CI biodiversity hotspot as well as the unique Cape Floristic region, the city of Cape Town has one of the highest levels of biodiversity of any equivalent area in the world. These protected areas are a World Heritage Site, and an estimated 2,200 species of plants are confined to Table Mountains, more than exist in the whole of United Kingdom, which has 1,200 plant species and 67 endemic plant species. It is home to a total of 19 different vegetation types, of which several are endemic to the city and occur nowhere else in the world. Unfortunately, rapid population growth and urban sprawl has covered much of these ecosystems with development. Consequently, Cape Town now has over 300 threatened plant species and 13 which are now extinct. Tiny remnant populations of critically endangered or near-extinct plants sometimes survive on roadsides, pavements, and sports fields. The remaining ecosystems are partially protected through a system of over 30 nature reserves, including the massive Table Mountain National Park. Cape Town reached first place in the 2019 I Naturally Seeded Nature Challenge in 2 out of the 3 categories: most observations and most species. Suburb and neighborhoods of Cape Town. One of the aspects of Cape Town which has made it such a beautiful city are its captivating suburbs and well-organized and expensive exclusive neighborhoods. Cape Town's urban geography is influenced by the contours of Table Mountain, its surrounding peaks, the Durbanville Hills, and the expensive lowland region known as the Cape Flats. These geographic features in the part divide the city into several commonly known groupings of suburbs, many of which develop historically together and share common attributes of language and culture. They include City Bowl. The City Bowl is a natural amphitheater-shaped area bordered by Table Bay and defined by the mountains of Signal Hill, Lion's Head, Table Mountain, and Devil's Peak. The area includes the central business district of Cape Town, the harbour, the company's garden, and the residential suburbs of the Waterkant, Devil's Peak, District 6, Zonel Bloem, Gardens, Bocap, Higo Valley, Orange Ditch, Scotch Kloof, Tambour's Kloof, University Estate, Vredehoek, Walmer Estate, and Woodstock. Atlantic Seaboard. The Atlantic Seaboard lies west of the City Bowl and Table Mountain and is characterized by its beaches, cliffs, promenade, and hillside communities. The area includes from north to south the neighborhoods of Greenpoint, Moyle Point, Three Anchor Bay, Sea Point, Freshney, Bantry Bay, Clifton, Camps Bay, Landudnu, and the Hood Bay. The Atlantic Seaboard has some of the most expensive real estate in South Africa, particularly on Neltonton and Clifton Roads in Clifton, Ocean View Drive and St. Leon Avenue in Bantry Bay, Theresa Avenue in Bakoven, and Fisherman's Bend in Landudnu. Camps Bay is home to the highest concentration of multimillionaires in Cape Town and has the highest number of high-priced mansions in South Africa, with more than 155 residential units, exceeding $1.8 million. Blouberg. The Blouberg suburbs is a coastal region of the Cape Town metropolitan area and lies along the coast to the north of Cape Town, and include Blouberg Strand, Milnerton, Tableview, West Beach, Big Bay, Sunset Beach, Sunningdale, Parklands and Parklands North, as well as the exurbs of Atlantis, Mamre, and Melkbos Strand. The Kilberg Nuclear Power Station is located within this area, and maximum housing density regulations are enforced in much of the area surrounding the nuclear plant. Northern and Southern Suburbs. The Northern Suburbs is a predominantly African-speaking region of the Cape Town metropolitan area and includes Belhar, Bellvale, Blue Downs, Bothasek, Burgundy Estate, Durbanville, Edgemead, Brackenfell, Elsis River, Eerst River, Kraaifontein, Goodwood, Kensington, Maitland, Monte Vista, Panorama, Barrow, Richwood, Kraaifontein, and Quails River. The northern suburbs are home to Tygerberg Hospital, the largest hospital in the Western Cape and second largest in South Africa's southern suburbs. The southern suburb is well known as having some of the oldest and most sought-after residential areas within the city of Cape Town and includes Observatory, Mombrae, Pine Lines, Rosebank, Rodbush, Rondbosch East, Newlands, Claremont, and so on. West of Wynberg lies Constantia, which in addition to being a wealthy neighborhood is a notably wine-growing region within the city of Cape Town and attracts tourists for its well-known wine farms and Cape Dutch architecture. South Peninsula. The South Peninsula is a predominantly English-speaking area in the Cape Town metropolitan area and is generally regarded as the area south of Muizenberg on Falls Bay and Noordhoek on the Atlantic Ocean, all the way to Cape Point. It includes Capri Village, Clovelly, Fishhoek, Glencairn, Kalk Bay, Comet J, Masifumelele, Muizenberg, Noordhoek, Ocean View, Scarborough, Simonstown, St. James, Sunnydale and Sun Valley. South Africa's largest naval base is located at Simonstown Harbour, and close by is Borders Beach, the site of a large colony of African penguins. Cape Flats. The Cape Flats is an expensive low-lying flat area situated to the southeast of the city centre. Most of the land of the Cape Flats is used for residential areas, the majority of which are formal, but with several informal settlements present. Light industrial areas are also found in the area. A part of the land in the southeast is used for cultivation and contains many small holdings. Helderberg. Helderberg consists of Somerset West, Strand, Gordons Bay, and a few other suburbs which were previously towns in the Heldersburg district. The district takes its name from the imposing Helderberg Mountain, which reaches a height of 1,137 meters. The economy of Cape Town. Cape Town is the economic hub of the Western Cape Province, South Africa's second main economic center, and Africa's third main economic hub city. The GDP of Cape Town has grown by 3.7% a year since 2014. As a proportion of GDP, the agriculture and manufacturing sectors have declined whilst finance, business services, transport and logistics have grown, reflecting the growth in specialized services sectors of the local economy. Fishing, clothing and textiles, wood products, manufacturing, electronics, furniture, hospitality, finance, and business services are industries in which Cape Town's economy has the largest comparative advantage. Cape Town's Gini coefficient, a measure of inequality, is the lowest rate in South Africa. Most companies headquartered in the city are insurance companies, retail groups, publishers, design houses, fashion designers, shipping companies, petrochemical companies, architects, and advertising agencies. The city is a manufacturing base for several multinational companies including Johnson & Johnson, GlaxoSmithKline, Levi Strauss & Co., Adidas, Bokomo Foods, Yoko, and Nampak. Most goods are handled through the port of Cape Town or Cape Town International Airport. The province is also a center of energy development for the country, with the existing Koeberg nuclear power station providing energy for the Western Cape's needs. The city was recently named as the most entrepreneurial city in South Africa because those aged between 18 and 64 were 190% more likely to pursue new business. With a number of entrepreneurship initiatives and world-class universities providing skills, Cape Town has become the Silicon Valley of South Africa, hosting innovative technology startups such as Jomo, Yoko, Aerobotics, Luno, and the Sun Exchange. Tourism. Cape Town is not only a popular international tourist destination in South Africa, but Africa as a whole. This is due to its mild climate, natural setting, and well-developed infrastructure. The city has several well-known natural features that attract tourists, most notably Table Mountains, which forms a large part of the Table Mountain National Park and is the back end of the city bowl. There are also several beaches with restaurants and cafes in the city, including those with Clifton Bay, Boulders Beach, known for its colony of African penguins. The city has several notable cultural attractions like the Victoria Alfred Waterfront, which is the city's most visited tourist attraction with shopping venues, several hundred shops, and the Two Oceans Aquarium. In November 2013, Cape Town was voted the best global city in the Daily Telegraph's Annual Travels Awards. Cape Town offers tourists a range of air, land, and sea-based adventure activities, with a primary focus of representing Cape Town as a tourist destination. Culture. Cape Town is noted for its architectural heritage, with the highest density of Cape Dutch-style buildings in the world. The annual Cape Town Minstrel Carnival is a large minstrel festival held annually on 2nd January. Competing teams of minstrels parade in brightly colored costumes, performing Cape Jazz, either carrying colorful umbrellas or playing an array of musical instruments. Cape Town is considered Africa's most beautiful city thanks to its people, culture, the flora and fauna of the city, the touristic attractions, and not to mention its exotic and tranquil suburbs and neighborhoods. There you have it, explorers. That was a discovery of Cape Town, Africa's most beautiful city. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy, do well to give the thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.